say thank goodness at last. Hello and welcome to... Hello and welcome to my first forward look video of the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. If you don't get these on a regular basis, then at the beginning of each week I just produce a short video saying what's going on in Parliament in the coming week and what I'm up to in the constituency as well, and it's proved a very helpful way of keeping people in touch with what I get up to. And I thought I'd come to a strange part of the parliamentary estate that you don't get to see. I'm actually behind the old Department for Health building, which fronts onto Whitehall, and in the courtyard behind me is likely to be the place where we're going to build a replica House of Commons chamber when the House of Commons gets moved out of the Palace of Westminster in a few years' time and is likely to end up in the old Department for Health building, and the House of Lords is being moved out and going to the QE2 Conference Centre in Parliament Square. So that's why if you're interested in coming for one of the tours of Parliament, and lots of people have done that in the last year particularly, do let me know as soon as possible, because it's getting very popular, because in a few years' time the Palace of Westminster will be out of bounds for many years to come whilst the complete renovation goes on. Anyway, Parliament's back today, Tuesday the 7th of January, and we're back onto the subject of Brexit. We're doing the remaining stages, committee stages, and on Thursday what's called the third reading, which is the last stage of the exiting the EU bill, the Brexit bill. The bill will then go on to the House of Lords, where hopefully there won't be any problems this time. The legislation will be finished in time for us formally to exit the EU for the end of January. Now, one of the things people have written to me about in this bill is the fact that it won't be including various clauses on immigration to do with family reunion. Now, that's something I've supported very strongly in the past, and I've worked with actually Alf Lord Dubs as well to make sure we continue with our commitment to make sure those unaccompanied asylum-seeking children who have got relations in the UK can continue to be reunited with them. It's a really good scheme, and we want to carry that on. It was never part of the exiting the EU bill. There's going to be a separate immigration bill later on this year, and the Home Office has given us assurances that this whole issue will be dealt with within that bill. So the government position giving those assurances hasn't actually changed, which I'm glad to hear. Now, also this week we'll obviously be discussing in Parliament the situation in Iran, which is worrying. The assassination of General Soleimani was probably not the best thing the Americans could have done, and I applaud the tone taken by the Prime Minister and the Foreign Secretary to try and de-escalate and calm things down. I'm also particularly concerned about some of the particularly crass remarks that President Trump seems to have made about potentially attacking cultural sites in Iran. That will be against the Hague Convention of 1954 and will be a really stupid thing to do. And again, the government has made that clear, and I'm raising that in Parliament too. As somebody with a background in archaeology, I have a particular interest here. Just locally, I'm aware of the traffic chaos, again, we've had around Shoreham High Street. There are emergency roadworks going on around Norfolk Bridge because of a sinkhole that appeared. I gather there was also, tragically, a fatal road crash yesterday, which caused yet further chaos. I've been speaking to Councillor Kevin Boreham, who's the County Councillor for the Shoreham Town Centre, who's working with West Sussex Highways to see how we can minimise the impact that this is having, because I know it's causing a lot of chaos at the moment. The other issue which people have raised with me is the tragedy in Australia of the Australian bushfires. Again, to make it clear, the government has offered on a daily basis support to the Australian government. One of the Foreign Office ministers has actually been in Australia recently. We stand ready to give whatever support the Australians may want to call on. At the moment, they haven't called on that. I'll also put on my website details. There is an appeal fund that has been set up for people wanting to donate there as well, because it's a really horrific, tragic situation. Just sitting watching what's going on in this country is really galling. Later on this week, I will have a surgery, one of my regular fortnightly surgeries on Saturday. I'm also visiting one of the schools in Shoreham, dealing with the subject of school expansion. I'm going to Shoreham Port to see the new Chief Executive of Shore and Port, who's taken over from Rodney Lund, and then on Saturday I'll have my usual street surgery at the Farmers Market in Shoreham with local councillors. So lots of opportunities to come and grab me if there's anything you want to raise later on this week.